all those aspects affecting the various species of our team. Beth was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at Government College, Ujeli.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, the Songo camp, you don't compensate everybody.
In its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his poem Akbo Dancer.
Some lives are meaningful.
Some are empty.
There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind.
Good day.
Yes, good day.
Welcome to People, Places and Events, and thanks for talking to the African Center for Community and Development.
Thank you too for giving me the opportunity for presenting myself and to talk to you.
What is your name?
I'm called Arrey Mbongaya.
And you work with which organization?
I'm working for the Bimbia Bonadikombo Natural Resource Management Council, which is managing the resources of the Bimbia Bonadikombo community forest.
How would you describe this community forest?
This community forest is a 3,735 hectare forest that is surrounded by a fast-growing cosmopolitan communities, and the resources that are there are being threatened due to this big population of about 10,000 inhabitants who use their resources daily, indirectly or directly, for their livelihoods.
So let's start with plants. Which are some of these plant species that are threatened by the activities of man around this forest?
Well, even before the creation of the community forest, the forest has or had undergone deforestation due to farming, which is one of the major causes of deforestation. And after the creation of the community forest, there is still deforestation that is going on. In fact, deforestation accounts for I could say 40% of the species loss of the environment. And we are, due to this factor, we have been losing so many species of trees, whereas in the past where you could get valuable wood close to your homes, now it requires you a lot of labor, time and physical ability, your strength you need to go into far distances to collect or harvest wood.
Which are these plants that you think are actually being threatened, or that have been scientifically proven to be threatened?
As of now, we have not had any plants that have been scientifically proven to be threatened. But we have discovered that we have a scarcity. Some species are becoming rare. Like, for example, we have camwood, which is a red type of wood. We also have ebony. There's also another one called bobinga. Small leaf. Small leaf is a common wood we use here to roof our buildings. So these wood are really becoming scarce. They are very rare to find in the forest now.
That carries us to the issue of animals. With the falling down of trees for urbanization and for other uses, for fuel and all that, it will mean that certain species, animal species, will be threatened as well. Which are some of those species that are generally considered to be threatened here?
In fact, the chimps were considered to be locally extinct, as far as I know. And just of recent, we discovered a group of chimps in the forest, and we've been trying to see how we can raise awareness for their conservation, because where they are located is under intense pressure. So if we are not careful, they might really be extinct. We will no longer have chimps, because we found out one time last year that one of the chimps had been killed. So there's a very big effort now we are trying to make in collaboration with another institution, another organization, to see that they are conserved, sustainably taken care of.
But that would mean that maybe hunters will stop shooting chimps or monkeys and so on. Do you think that you have done enough groundwork to make sure that the hunters can stop killing these animals, or you have offered alternatives to such livelihood practices?
Our management plan does not entail us or does not prevent people from doing hunting, but it has to be done sustainably. But I would like to let you know that before even the creation of the community forest, hunting had been going on illegally and legally, because by then it was the government, the forest was under the control of the government. So as of now, I can tell you that you can walk in the forest without seeing an animal. So there has been poaching, and this has really taking a toll in the number of animals you find. And animals, we all know that they need vegetation to survive. So if the forest is being threatened due to deforestation, you will not find them. If the forest is being threatened due to illegal logging and farming, you will not find animals. So we are working, like I told you, with the Bimbia Wildlife Center to see how we can conserve these animals. We have started working on a project to see how we can create a path for them to come back into the wild, because where they are really found out, where they are really located now, in people's farms, because they want to get food to eat. Yes.
So would you say if you continue with your conservation practices, then the livelihoods here will have to be mutated or altered?
Yes, I think so. If we do continue effectively and with the support of the community and even the government, I think we have a positive outcome.
Recently, I gathered information about the fact that alternatives to red meat, like mini livestock, snails, and so on, are really being introduced by certain important organizations and so on. Do you actually attest to the fact that this can help reduce the number of people who depend on bushmeat, for instance?
Yes, it can. It can reduce the number of people who depend on bushmeat. But as I would love to let you know that Bimbia Bonadikombo Community Forest is a specific case, because right now I'm telling you, I just mentioned the fact that you and I can walk in that forest without seeing a big animal, without seeing animals. The only animals you will be lucky to see when you are opportune are maybe squirrels. They are abundant, and maybe some duicas. So it's very rare to find the animals. But we are looking into ways where we can also introduce these animals and make people less dependent on the bushmeat.
What about parks, hotels, or restaurants, probably to attract or to create a more viable ecotourism for the local communities around the forest?
These are big projects that need a lot of time, a lot of money, and yes, a lot of time and money and infrastructure. We need to build. If you need to build a hotel, you need to get the finance to build infrastructure, and if you need to get people or visitors down to the forest, their road infrastructure also has to be in a good condition. But as of now, these facilities are not available. The road infrastructure is poor, despite the fact that we are having a good ecotourism program.
So what are your last words in people, places, and events?
I would like to make mention of the fact that the environment is very important for our well-being, because if our environment is not in peace, we also will not be in peace. So we have to respect our environment and make sure it's very, very safe.
Thank you very much for talking to the African Center for Community and Development.
Thank you too for having given me the opportunity.
That other cap, Songo cap, you don't compensate everybody.
In its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his poem Akbo Dancer.